There's a specific kind of confusion that hits a man's brain when a woman starts acting mysterious around him. It's not normal confusion. It's not the "where did I put my keys" kind, or the "why is my Wi-Fi slow again" kind. It's the kind of confusion that makes you replay every conversation, every emoji, every tiny moment, like you're analyzing security footage after a crime. One moment, she seems interested. Then she becomes distant. Then she drops a hint. Then she pretends she didn't drop it. Then she acts warm, then cold, then warm again. And suddenly, you're wondering if she's shy, scared, confused, testing you, or secretly an undercover FBI agent gathering intel on your soul. And here comes the plot twist. She's not actually being random. She's being strategic, even if she doesn't realize it. See, when a woman becomes mysterious around a man she genuinely likes, it's rarely an accident. It's emotional chess. It's psychology laced with instinct. And it usually starts the moment she realizes she feels something she can't fully control. That's the first truth most men miss. Women rarely act mysterious when they don't care. If she felt nothing, she'd be straightforward, casual, predictable, maybe even blunt. Mysteriousness only appears when she feels vulnerable enough that being fully open feels risky. So she hides some cards, shows some cards, but never reveals the whole deck. Not because she wants to confuse you, but because she's trying to protect something extremely valuable, her emotional safety. Women don't fear liking someone. They fear liking someone who won't like them back. They fear giving too much to someone who might give too little. They fear being obvious to someone who may not appreciate it. So they cover their feelings the way people cover a candle flame when they're walking through a windy room. Carefully, cautiously, with one hand shielding the vulnerability from being extinguished by disappointment. Her mysteriousness is her version of armor. And the more she likes you, the stronger the armor becomes. But here's where things get complicated. Sometimes she acts mysterious because she wants to see how much effort you'll put in when things aren't easy. Not in a manipulative way, in a "does he truly care" way. Women have learned through experience or heartbreak that some men only show interest when things are handed to them on a silver platter. But a man who's genuinely interested, he'll lean in when things aren't obvious. He'll observe. He'll stay steady. So her mysterious behavior becomes a silent filter. She's not testing you like a school exam. She's observing your reactions like a scientist watching a lab experiment. And then there's another truth. Sometimes she's mysterious because she's shy, anxious, or overthinking every little thing she does around you. You think she's playing games, but she's actually freaking out because she doesn't want to say the wrong thing, send the wrong signal, laugh too loudly, look too eager, look too unavailable, or accidentally reveal that she's been thinking about you every hour on the hour since your last conversation. She might be acting mysterious, not because she's confident, but because she's terrified you'll see how much she likes you before she knows how you feel. But there's an even deeper layer, one that shocks most men. Mysterious behavior is often a sign she's sizing up whether you're emotionally safe. She's trying to see how you treat her when she's uncertain, when she's quiet, when she's unpredictable. Not because she wants drama, but because she's trying to figure out whether your interest depends on her being perfect and predictable, or whether you're the kind of man who can handle the complexity of a real woman with real emotions. She wants to know if you'll stay curious instead of frustrated, patient instead of reactive, warm instead of defensive. That alone separates men she can trust from men she can't. Sometimes her mysteriousness shows up in the form of mixed signals. She compliments you, then disappears. She engages, then retreats. She gives you a soft smile, then becomes distant the next day. and you sit there wondering if she's messing with you on purpose. But in reality, she might just be navigating conflicting emotions. Women can like someone and fear them at the same time. They can want closeness and fear rejection simultaneously. They can feel excitement and caution in the same heartbeat. So their behavior starts to oscillate, not as a game, but as a reflection of emotional intensity they don't fully know how to manage yet. Other times, she acts mysterious because she's trying to determine what role she wants you to play in her life. She's watching things you don't even realize you're broadcasting: how you communicate, how you react under pressure, how you respond to subtle cues, how you treat people, how you treat yourself. She might pull back temporarily just to see whether your effort is consistent or just convenient. Women don't say this out loud, but they can tell the difference between a man who's interested in attention and a man who's interested in connection. Mystery becomes a way for her to observe that difference quietly. There's also the possibility that she's working through something personal, not another man, not a secret agenda, but her own insecurities. Maybe she thinks she's not good enough. Maybe she worries she's too much. Maybe she's afraid of bothering you or coming on too strong. And instead of being open, she acts mysterious because it feels safer to hide behind ambiguity than to risk rejection in the open daylight. Her comfort zone becomes a hazy cloud of half signals and subtle expressions that you have to decode if you want to understand the truth beneath the surface. Then we have the women who become mysterious because they're in a phase of emotional self-protection. Maybe she's been hurt before, manipulated before, led on before, or taken for granted before. And even if she likes you deeply, part of her doesn't trust her own feelings yet. So she doesn't reveal everything. She keeps some distance. She hides some enthusiasm. She pretends she's less interested than she actually is, not because she wants to deceive you, but because she's still learning to trust herself again. But here's the twist most men never expect. The more mysterious she behaves around you, the more likely it is she's emotionally invested. If she didn't care, she wouldn't be mysterious. She'd be transparent because your reaction wouldn't matter. Mystery means your reaction matters so much that she's afraid of mishandling the situation. Her distance, her silence, her unpredictability, none of that is indifference. It's emotional turbulence disguised as calmness. And then there's the practical truth. Sometimes she acts mysterious simply because she wants to see what kind of man you become when things aren't fully mapped out. Does confusion make you impatient? Does subtlety confuse you? Does unpredictability make you insecure? Some women aren't testing you, they're simply giving you space to reveal yourself. Because how a man handles feminine mystery tells her everything she needs to know about his emotional maturity. A man who panics or gets angry at ambiguity reveals insecurity. A man who stays curious, confident, and composed reveals strength. The real shock comes when you realize this. A woman becomes mysterious around the man she hopes might be different. Not the man she's using for attention, not the man she's casually entertaining, not the man she feels nothing for. Mystery is reserved for the man who has the potential to matter. It's the emotional equivalent of protecting a fragile seed before it grows into something bigger. So the next time a woman seems mysterious around you, pausing, hesitating, flirting one moment and withdrawing the next, acting like she knows something she's not ready to say, don't assume confusion means disinterest. Sometimes it means she's fighting feelings she's not ready to reveal, navigating fears she hasn't admitted, or hoping you'll show her that she's safe being herself around you, even if she's not ready to remove the mystery yet. And once she feels safe, the mystery disappears, replaced by openness that only shows up for the man who earns it. Now I'm curious, do you think women act mysterious on purpose, or is it just natural emotion they can't control? Men, have you ever dealt with a woman who suddenly turned mysterious? What did you think it meant? Women, be honest. Have you ever acted mysterious around a man you liked? Why? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk.